Here I just have a pretty basic sounding vocal chop with some reverb on it, but I can make it more interesting by going to this tab and going to the pitch and then putting an LFO on the pitch so it's like vibrato-y, if that's a word. That's a little intense, but if you put the attack up, it has a little bit of a different feel to it. Could be a cool way to spice up your vocal chops. So you're gonna wanna find a good snare sample with some tone to it. I found this one from a pack from a company called the Kit Plug. I'll put a link in the description where you can find that. For this sample, I'm gonna wanna shorten it and then put a parametric EQ2 on it and then sweep around for the frequency that we're looking for. Like that. And then maybe put transient processor on it. And then I'm gonna wanna layer it with some other snare samples I got from the Kit Plug. And then put our sample on there, but drag it ahead a little bit or behind. Like that. And now we got a future bass snare. So if you have a cool kick with like not a lot of high frequencies, like a lot of trap and rap kicks, you can make it sound different by putting it in a sampler and then messing with the pogo knob. And if you turn it to the left, it'll like take the pitch from really high and like really quickly go back to the regular pitch. And it'll add like more of a click to your kick. So you can make like a top click or just transform your sample into another sounding sample with more of a click on it, which can be really useful if you want that tone. Another dope thing I discovered you can do to kick drums to get more tone out of them is to have it go into one channel and then also route it into another one while it's still routed to the master. So it's going through the master and another channel, which is also going to the master. So it's basically doubled up. Okay, so now it's just louder basically, which sounds cool by itself, but you can also add some distortion to the second layer. If you have a really cool plugin like Decapitator, it'll sound really good, but you can also use Fruity Wave Shaper as well. But if I distort this a bunch with one of these, just mess with the settings, now we have a more distorted kick with more tone to it. So this is without it, and this is with it. So I made a cool little beat from the drums we've been making, and I added some hi-hats, and so it sounds like this. But I can make it sound more groovy and real if I take all these hi-hats and I drag them back a tiny bit, just kind of like this. And it just feels so much groovier. Alright, so I added some chords to this beat. And it sounds pretty cool, but I can make it sound more future bassy if I add an automation clip with the volume on Fruity Balance and then double click it, go to the LFO section, and I can do all sorts of stuff to this to make it sound cool. Change the shape. I can even turn it backwards like this. Yeah. So if I want some dope reverb swells in between these chords, I can send the audio to one of these sends here and then open up a reverb and put a really long decay on there. Put the wetness all the way up. So we have that, and now I'm gonna bring this all the way down and automate it so I can kind of make it come up in these empty spots, so kind of like this. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you appreciated these production tips. If you enjoyed this video, please consider checking out my music on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, or wherever else you listen to music. I'm super excited to announce that I'll be releasing some new music this month, so follow me on my socials to keep updated with that because you're not going to want to miss it. I also want to take a second to recognize and thank all of my subscribers. I can't believe I have 75,000. That's crazy to me. Thank you guys for watching my videos and supporting me, and I look forward to continuing to make content for you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. It's not that hard. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace. What? I totally stopped that.